a really crusty old Chevy that's been sitting over there in the woods for the last like 8 years. But more importantly, it's a lot of really useful parts. It's got a giant 14-bolt rear end that can handle, you know, all of the horsepower and abuse. It's got the TH350 transmission with a transfer case, so four-wheel drive for, you know, maybe the Jag, maybe the mower.
There's some high quality stuff here.
It used to be called the Beast, which is maybe a bit of an overstatement, but it did have a 455, so it had a lot of power. It was never very pretty, though. It has deteriorated, but, you know, it was pretty ugly to start with.
Sam's really sending it. You got brakes?
Kind of.
Kind of? That's good.
Yeah.
Well, I tell you what, I really do like Idaho. It's a pretty great place. Land of do whatever you want and no one really cares. That should be our new motto.
The plan is we're just going to take the body off of this because it's completely rusted out and we wouldn't want it anyway. So we're just gonna rip the body off, which leaves us everything that could be potentially useful of the truck, and then we can just scrap the body and maybe get the engine running and drive it around without a body just for funsies.
Sam's ready to send it.
Oh yeah. So we tested and it's got spark. Got a battery hooked up here. These are the starter wires. Aza's got our fuel pump going on here. Fuel supply. We're gonna see if it'll run with this carburetor on there. If not, we'll borrow the one from the Jag, which is a much newer and less crusty version of that. But see what happens. Everybody ready? Yep. Well, there you go. Dude, no way. 5 years sitting. 5 years.
It's a good bit of bald eagle right there.
Fired right up.
Sam's expertise is normally working on like nicer Audis and BMWs and flipping and selling them.
Oh yeah. My brain doesn't quite work this way, so I'm trying to, you know, just, oh, we don't need that, we don't need this. You just need 2 wires and that's it.
It even idles since you're idling. Like, what? That's what's really ridiculous. We didn't even like put carb cleaner in there. We just dumped some fuel in it and fired it up. Well, that's number 2 for engine starts after sitting for many years, no problem. Tacoma was number 1.
So the idea here is we're gonna put a seat on the truck, get the steering column mounted, then we're gonna take the Jag for some laps, take this for some laps, and see which can get the best lap time.
So this oil pressure line is leaking, so run it right there and put it back into the engine. No more oil leak. All right, let's get 3 people on this thing and drive it into the shop.
So who's doing what here?
So I'm running the steering and the shifter. The brakes are kind of questionable.
I got the throttle, the most dangerous part, and the choke, so we don't stall. Yeah.
Sorry, brake torque. Yeah.
Brakes work very low. Well, we can go a little closer.
We can go a little closer. That's a high stall torque converter. I was expecting it to just start rolling.
The key really quick.
Oh, hold up. Somehow we're shorting here. The next phase is just hook up all the controls again that we took apart. Steering wheel, brakes, which are kind of assembled together, so that's handy. And then hook up the throttle. Shifter, actually we can hook up the shifter too because it's still all on here. And then maybe bolt a seat on it or maybe just sit on the gas tank. I realize it's actually pretty comfy right here.
Did something blow up or did something heavy fall?
Oh, you know, I thought I'd weld the seat bracket to the gas tank because I'm super dumb. And I blew up the gas tank. It was fun.
I just heard a boom and then a woo!
Yeah, well you can see it's still smoking there. Obviously there was very minimal anything in there, but that was pretty special. I mean, I knew it was dumb, but you know, I like doing dumb things every once in a while.
Every once in a while.
Every once in a while.
Wow.
So, yeah, that was fun. You know, when you go redneck, you gotta go full redneck.
I was just sitting in the house editing and it's like... Nice. Your explosion there changed the shape of your tank, huh?
A little bit. Yeah, special features. The seat is solidly mounted. It's welded to the frame and the gas tank. I only blew myself up twice doing that, so we're good. Steering column, brakes, gas pedal, all just kind of welded together. Bolted to the transmission for a little stability, welded to the chassis. The gas pedal doesn't even have anything holding the cable in place because it doesn't need it. It just works like that. This is one of the most exciting features. This is how you start it.
Gas tank, ratchet strapped on, of course.
Yep.
Battery, ratchet strapped on also.
Radiator, also ratchet strapped on.
Ratchet strap and bungee.
You guys really did some great work here. I can't wait to see your rip.
As I keep saying, if you're gonna go redneck, you gotta go full redneck. I think it's gonna be really fun. Let's see if reverse works.
It drifts pretty good.
3/4 ton truck with no weight on it.
And no more GoPro.
Oh. Oops, that probably went off when I jumped it. I think I jumped me more than I jumped it. I went up out of the seat like that far.
There's so much gas came out the side.
Oh, that's why it set on fire a couple times. There's still a lot in there. I welded to it like I just went tack and it went poof! And then blew itself out in the process. So then I thought I'd try it again and then it just did a nice torch.
What's that?
This is gonna be the bumpiest lap time ever. This thing is brutally rough.
Are you ready?
Hang on. Yeah.
All right, ready, set, go.
Anticlimactic. Okay, so you can't floor the pedal all the way out. Ready?
All right, ready, set, go. make it a whole lap?
Probably make it a whole lap. The worst lap ever. Oh, that's gotta hurt. You should now like to the quarter way mark.
Already 22 seconds.
22 seconds.
All right, 28 is what the Odyssey does.
28.
And it's 28 and he's still at the bottom of the hill. Comes ripping and shredding. Oh, we're seriously smoking here. We are seriously smoking. 42, 43. That's really not that bad. Got some clouds going there, dude.
That was fun. Yeah, I think it's leaking a lot more oil. Oh yeah, it's just the oil, again, it's the oil pressure thing. It just popped out of its little hole here and was spewing oil straight down onto the exhaust.
We just gotta throw that back in and call it good. So yesterday, our Redneck go-kart got a 44 around the track. So we're gonna see what the Jag does, because most of the things in the Redneck kart are gonna be in the Jag pretty soon here.
The Jag's been sitting here. We haven't figured out what to do with it for the last few months, but it needs to be resurrected and made more awesome. And there's a plan for this crazy overland off-road adventure in 4x4 converted cars in the spring that we need a 4x4 converted car for. So the Jag's gonna be built for that, and because why not have a four-wheel drive Jag?
And it looks so cool. We have to make it actually cool now.
Exactly. The idea is probably just strip out the entire drivetrain of the Jag and then set it on top of the truck chassis. Obviously we'll have to do a lot of modifications, shorten the chassis, whatnot, but throw it on top of there. The V8 in there runs just fine for now, but I think it'd be super cool to put the 2J in it eventually, because 2Js are cooler than small block Chevys. Maybe an unpopular opinion, but I think it's obvious.
For those of you who are new to the channel that haven't seen the Jaguar build, it started out as a Jaguar XJS V12. It is now a V11, and we put it on 30s, spaced it out 2 inches. I guess the main modification we did is carburate it. So there's that. That's the obvious one. She's a beast. Well, she made it to turn 2. Coming down the hill, it bumped a battery terminal loose, so that's why it's stuck down at the bottom of the hill. The big thing is going to be if it can make it up this hill, then it will be able to put a time on the official lap record board. Yeah! Come on, just the last bit. Yeah! 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, go! Really doesn't look bad in those trails. 30 seconds. It might beat the Redneck go-kart. You beat the Redneck go-kart.
What?
43 seconds.
Wow, that's unexpected.
Yeah.
I mean, this is a vastly smoother ride. I wasn't scared I was gonna die going down the hill at full speed.
43 seconds.
Wow.
Yep.
That's surprising. I mean, it does have better traction too, so there's that. Cause
And the brakes are a lot better, I bet.
the brakes are a lot better. And I'm not just sitting on top of a death cart.
You beat the death cart by a second.
That's pretty impressive.
Well, you guys had a good race though.
We did.
Seems like the Jag's definitely faster, huh?
Yeah, the Jag's definitely faster. It's got way more traction. That thing's actually running really good, but you can't put the power down because it's one-wheel drive most of the time, and the ride is 10 times over the worst ride of anything I've ever been in. Like, I can't stay in the seat. I have one foot on the frame, like pushing myself back into the seat, and I still just bounce all over the place. It's terrible.
It would be bad if the body was still on it, let alone
Yeah,
now.
right, exactly.
It's crazy.
Well, we flew until we lit the drone on fire, so that's pretty good. We always got to rally till we break something, right?
Yeah.